Sandy beaches and picturesque lighthouses are just what you'd expect to see along North America's east or west coast. But this is Michigan, a border state to North America's 5 Great Lakes that form the world's largest freshwater system. Michigan has a shoreline of just over 16,000 kilometers, which is why some call this America's third coastline. Joe Omo is a historian and volunteer lighthouse keeper.
Our history marched along the Great Lakes. That was the beginning of our mode of transportation. This whole 20-mile area is called the Graveyard of Shipwrecks.
Over the last 2 centuries, the state has developed a proud nautical heritage with more than 100 lighthouses such as this one at Big Sable Point, built in 1874. But in a world transformed by GPS navigation technology, lighthouses are going dark. They're expensive to build and maintain, so groups such as the Big Sable Point Lighthouse Keepers Association have formed, with the hope of keeping them going despite the costs.
Part of our mission is to make the lights as accessible as possible to the public. So in order to do that, we had to come up with a low-cost labor force to keep the lights open.
Groups of volunteers now work to maintain the buildings and the old equipment, which has become a tourist attraction.
We do have visitors here from all across the world, from Lebanon, from Rome, and from Sicily. And I met some folks from Egypt and from Afghanistan.
And for the volunteers who choose to have a working holiday, it's a chance to experience lighthouse keeping firsthand.
It's been amazing. We have been very busy. There is more work involved than what I thought there was going to be, but also it's been a lot more fun than what I could have ever imagined.
Funding comes in part by the state and the rest through donations and grants. But with a bad economy and a tighter state budget, the money to keep up the lighthouses is often not enough. So it's the dedicated volunteers who are determined to keep the lights burning and preserve a little piece of Michigan's maritime history. Barbara Benitez, Al Jazeera, Big Sable Point, Michigan.